On to the second last topic of bond analytics. We are on to ninth session now. Moving further, as I promised in last video that I'll make you understand the impact of changing YTM on duration and impact of coupon on duration. So that's the topic now. Bonds with high coupon rates, in turn high yields, will tend to have lower durations than bonds that pay low coupon rates or offer low yields. Not understandable. Refer to the concept of that fulcrum. So I hope that you have seen that video thoroughly. So is the reason you are watching this as well. And this is the so these are reducing bars and there is a big bar which is a maturity. Now check that if interest rates increase, that is the market rate increases, what happens? Say as of now, see we have got a balance here, or say beside that. Now understand that if interest rates have decreased, that means present value of all these bars will further reduce. So this bar has a cut, this bar has further cut, so our later bars will go through major cuts and this will further. So now you can understand, if this side weight reduces, definitely my fulcrum will find a balance at the left side. So with increasing interest rates, I end up with low duration. Watch it again if you are not getting it. Coupon rates. If my bond has higher coupon, then obviously my bar size will become bigger. So higher coupon bonds would have low duration, and if my bond has low coupon, understand my initial bars will be smaller and there is a big bar there, so it will find balance on right hand side, so that will increase the duration. I hope this concept is getting set precisely. This makes empirical sense because when bonds pay a higher coupon rate or has a high yield, the holder of a security receives repayment for a security at a faster rate. That's what I say. This is very interesting and you should understand this thoroughly, so to have a complete idea of the picture. Now there is one more thing. This is not connected to CFP studies. This is very much connected to CFA studies, and yes, definitely if time permits, I'll upload many more videos for CFA students as well. All of our duration measures have been calculated using YTM and prices of straight bonds. This is straightforward because both the future cash flows and their timings are known with certainty. This is not the case with bonds that have embedded options such as callable bond or mortgage backed bond. Now understand, obviously in the entire universe we do have different types of bonds. However, the larger quantity of bonds belong to this category, that this is straight. However, we also have categories of bonds which are having embedded options, like first one is call, another is put, and third is conversion options. So these are the embedded options. They are attached with a bond and cannot be sold separately. So for these bonds, the change in interest rate and change in prices are not the same. So we cannot simply use the duration which suggested that it's a linear relationship. This is not the case with bonds that have embedded options such as callable bond, mortgage-backed security. The call option in callable bond and prepayment option in mortgage-backed securities make accurate prediction of cash flow impossible, which is there in case of straight bonds. Say 5-year bond, non-callable bond, you can easily predict the cash flows, but in all these cases very difficult to predict the cash flows because they are also affected by changing interest rates. So simply say, if there is a callable bond, then it might not run up to maturity and investors get their money faster. So that has been the concept we have been talking about. Now understand, I said in earlier videos that I'll draw price charts of a callable bond as well. So look at this. If this is a normal straight bonds price curve and say this is par value and this is the point coupon is equal to YTM. Now understand, for a callable bond, price movement will not be like straight bonds because company has kept some call price. So with falling interest rates, its price will increase but will not increase the way it increases for a straight bond. And yes, for increase in interest rate, it behaves more like a straight bond. And see, if I draw a price curve of a puttable bond, see, once again I write YTM is equal to coupon and bond is available at par. Okay, so for falling interest rates it will behave like a straight bond, but for increasing interest rates, because investors do have an opportunity to ask for their money at a price, so this is not like a straight bond. So these are two price charts should you refer to. Okay, I remove this and we move further. So we have a measure called effective duration to identify sensitivity of those bonds which are not straight. So these are some of the parameters which we usually look at. So V minus talks about is the price of bond if YTM decreases. That means this is the increased price. What is going to be the price if interest rate goes down, and what is going to be the price if interest rate increases, divided by V0. So I am doing some kind of averaging, right, and with 2, and finally I do have change in curve. So change in curve is the percentage change in benchmark yield. So essentially this is the effective duration which can be used for which kind of bonds, which are having embedded options and which are mortgage backed securities. As I said, I'll be uploading more videos for CFA students. I hope you got the concept of impact of YTM and impact of coupon on duration. Keep watching. We have definitely come a long way and we have got a long way to go. Thank you so much.